We are here, we are here, we are here. On this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up Ntnx stock. We're on a monthly time frame. Price action, last candle to the right hand side is a bullish green candle. Coming up from an area of a midpoint of support from the previous candle being a doji. So we do have price action overall, higher highs, price action overall, lower lows, midpoint, also adding second level lows, so I zoom in the price to see what's going on. Price action, bullish green candle. So we can see price action is breaking second level lows. Current price is sitting at 26.35. So if that market's working its way up, it can head up to that midpoint of the second level lows and the midpoint, which will head up to 29.73. But before it tags that area there, it can tag up to 27.62. And if price works its way down, we can see price can head back down to that second last candle, bottom of that doji, which would be at 21.28. So there's a lot of patterns in the market. So let's talk about it. So we have patterns with overall patterns. So just paying attention to just this overall structure. And let's say if this market does push us up from this area, market's coming from this double bottom that was created on the opposite side, the decline was created for the break and the retest, which created that first leg, second leg, third leg, and then we have the fourth leg. So we have a double bottom near the area of lower lows. Market came back to the midpoint, couldn't break, so it came back for a follow and retest, and now it's trying to push and break out. So market's coming from a double bottom and a retest. So also at that area, which can still push that market up, there's also a pattern forming here, which is a double bottom as well, incline, because coming down in red, we do have the first leg, second leg, the second last candles are a doji, which is a retest, the third leg, and then price action trying to push out of that. So it's a double bottom happening in that area. Now, if that market declines from this midpoint and works its way down further, it's coming from multiple pushes to that midpoint of that resistance. Why? Because we did have the break and the return. So that's going to identify as the first leg overall, second leg overall, third leg, fourth leg. So we have a double top. Market came back to the midpoint of that double top structure. And if it doesn't break out, market's coming back down to that previous area for a double top and retest. Or we can receive that consolidation, which market is kind of doing. And we do have, it is bullish in a certain way because 50-50, because we do have price action body above the previous body. No, this is bullish. Price action body is above the previous body. Price action wick, if there's a wick up there, is above the previous wick. So it's a huge engulfment. And also we do know that that market is breaking that midpoint line of the resistance. So as we walk down the time frame, we're going to see if it's going to retest or it's just straight bullish green candles that's working its way up from that area. Walking down to the weekly time frame, price action on the weekly time frame is a bullish green candle. So let's read what's going on. Price action has broken that midpoint, but still hasn't identified any retest or what's going to happen next. So we definitely have to wait for this market to finish forming. So what's happening in that area, so market tagged the area of a zone, the top of that midpoint SR line that we created in the bottom side. So as we walk down the time frame, we're going to see what's really going on in that area. So if this market does finish pushing up from this area, so we may be looking for a retest in that area for that market to push. So identify as price action formed the pattern at the low, multiple pushes, first, second, third, fourth retest. Market pushed up from a triple bottom or double bottom and retest. So we have a triple bottom, market broke, retest for first, second, third, fourth, push, retest, one push, and if it retests again, we'll see a second push out of that area. So that means we're looking for an incline double bottom to happen at that midpoint of that overall break. So it's first, second, third. We're looking for that market to push, or maybe just identify some type of pattern for a retest for that market to push up further. Working our way to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, got a huge gap in the market. Also, price action is still coming from a huge W that we can see, and we'll talk about it. Price action did create that huge gap. Price action candle, a second last candle, created that huge gap in the market because it's missing. Price action bullish green candle, very strong, but it's a gap in the market, so we don't know what's going on, but we know it did just gapped off and jumped into that zone. But we can see a pattern at that low, so we have that overall structure of that first, second, third, and the market pushed up to that fourth. So we still waiting around to see what's going on at that area of price action. Walking down to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we have price action as a bullish green candle. So let's read what's going on. So we have the second last candle spiked up. Price action came back to retest, but still have enough momentum to still push up. That's why we see it pushing out that zone. There's a wedge pattern going on in here, because if you connect the resistance and you connect that support or just tighter support here, we can see that market either going to consolidate or break out. So what's happening is that market pushed up, retest, and it could push and break out. If not, we can receive another candle here until that market finally decides to break out or push forward. Walking down to a 3-hour time frame, same as well. So we see getting those side-by-side candles. So we seeing what we seen on the 4-hour time frame. Third to last candle push up. Second last candle is a retest, which is a doji, and then price is trying to push up out of that. So there's a break and retest happening. Still 3 pushes to that top. Market having a hard time breaking that resistance. Same as well on the 2-hour time frame. Got the break, the retest, and market still trying to break out from that area. 1-hour time frame still reading the same thing. Now we just seeing extension of candles, push, retest. Market still trying to break out, still at that same area, but just multiple candles that's creating that extension. Same as well on the 45-minute time frame, but now we starting to see more structure. So it's something happening in that area. So let's read it. Coming down in red, first, second, third, fourth. So we have a triple bottom in that area. First, second, third, fourth, retest. Market push up. 3 pushes down to that bottom, and market's trying to push and break out. But if it doesn't break out that area, it's an overall double top that's happening, because we do have, we'll talk about that on a 30-minute time frame. If it does happen, if it doesn't break out, we'll see that multiple pushes to that top. So identify as overall first, second, third. And if we receive a bearish red candle, it can push that market, a bearish red candle to engulf that price action and push that market back down into that area for that double top. Working our way down to the 15-minute time frame, same as well. Multiple pushes to that area of resistance. Working our way to the 5-minute time frame, same as well. Still reading the same thing. So market is just trying to break. So you gotta let this market do what it do. So we starting to see it's trying to break. So we're still looking for a retest to the top of that zone to see if it's gonna push out. If not, it can still head back up, head back down to at least the midpoint, nearing 26.17 to still create some momentum to work his way back up. And same as well on a 3-minute time frame, and it's going to be the same as 1. So this market has to form more structure to do what it do to finally see the breakout. But let's take a look at the 1-minute time frame. We can see markets trying to break out that first, second, third, and we do have that fourth. So market is looking bullish. It engulfed the third to last candle body and wick in that bearish red wick to the opposite side. So market is dominant to show that it did do engulfment to the previous side. So the market just broke an area of resistance. So we're looking for that market to push, come back to retest that area or near that midpoint to still push up further. If not, market can still come back down for a full retest, but still create some momentum. If so, that'll be identified as a first, second, third, fourth retest, and market pushed up once. Double bottom in a retest or an incline triple bottom. Okay guys, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Thank you for watching and thank you for your attention. Ntnx stock.